US households are paying the equivalent of $5,000 per year on gasoline. This is according to Yardeni Research. Not only that, we're also dealing with high prices of food, housing, electricity, talks of a recession, and the probability of a change in the housing market. Instead of talking about all these problems, let's focus on some solutions. In today's videos, I'm going to give you 16 easy tips to follow that will help you save money on gas. And I would love for you to share some of your ideas. What are those things that you are doing that is helping you save gas? Leave it in the comments down below so that we can learn from each other. Hello, welcome to Motivational Gems. My name is Sarah. In this channel, we talk about personal finance, mindset, and entrepreneurship. Today, we're going to be talking about 16 easy tips to save money on gas. Tip number 1, fill up your tank early in the week. Monday offers the lowest average gas price in the majority of the United States according to the gas app price. However, Thursdays is the most expensive day, followed by Wednesday. These are things that we need to memorize. We need to learn them. We need to know them. Tip number 2, park your car under a tree or any other shaded area. You must be thinking, I can't believe she's saying this. Well, if your car stays cool, there's less evaporation going on. So if you have the choice to park in your garage or on the driveway, pick the garage because you want your car to stay cool. Not only that, if your car is extremely hot, you have to crank up that AC for a long while before it becomes cool. So that's another consideration. Keep your car cool. Tip number 3, avoid gas stations that you know charge more. In other words, avoid pricey gas stations. They're out there and we know about them. If you're going to go on a road trip and you know that you're going to be driving through an isolated area for maybe 45 minutes or an entire hour, fill your tank because you're going to end up paying more in gas. At a certain point, you're going to be running out of gas and you'll have to pick the first gas station that you find in your way. These gas stations are usually the ones that are in isolated areas. People go there to use the bathroom or to buy a drink and they end up fueling their car because of fear. They don't want to run out of gas and they have to take whatever is available. So let's be strategic. There are apps out there that will let you know. You can Google, you can do your research and plan accordingly. Take advantage of the good prices around your area. Tip number 4, buy a windshield shade. This is very similar to park under a tree or park inside your garage. But why buy a windshield shade? Well, you might be at the mall or you might be at the shopping center where you don't have your garage or there is no tree. You put your windshield shade and you keep the interior of the car cool down. If your car is cooled down, or at least it's not that hot, there's not much of evaporation going on, and most of all, you don't have to be cranking up that AC. I'm insisting a lot about this because it's an easy fix. So now you know, you've been told. Tip number 5, limit the use of your air conditioner. The alternator, which is powered by your engine, is what provides energy to your air conditioner. The engine runs on fuel, which means that you're burning gasoline each time you use your AC. When it's hot out there, the system works harder and the more gas you burn. So to become more efficient, we need to limit the use of our air conditioner. One way to do that is during the months of spring, or not winter, but fall. We can lower our windows and enjoy the beautiful weather. Don't do that while you're driving fast, because not only it becomes very noisy, but it creates resistance. It's all about aerodynamics. If you're running fast, you're better off using your air conditioner. So yes, basically that. Limit your usage by taking advantage of the nice weather in fall and spring. Tip number 6, do not wait for your tank to be almost empty to then fill it up. When you drive around with an almost empty tank, you're putting yourself in a very uncertain situation, and then you have to end up fueling your car in the first gas station that you find. We already mentioned this. But also there's another thing. When you fill up your tank, when you let your tank become almost empty, you're risking the life of your gas pump, because your gas pump will absorb that last amount of gas together with the debris and the particles and the dirt that's in the bottom. And that's terrible for your car. So let's be very mindful. Let's plan ahead. And while you're at it, take advantage of any low prices or reduced prices that you might find in your area. Tip number 7, reduce excess weight in your car. Sometimes we drive around with stuff in our trunk. We have tools, we have boxes of items that we need to donate to some thrift store. We might have fertilizers, bags of soil. Don't do that. Don't do that, because it makes your car heavier, which creates more inertia. It also creates rolling resistance, and those two things contribute to increased gas consumption. So just make your car as light as possible, which will give your car vehicle efficiency. If you're enjoying my content, please, I'm leaving the best for last, but if you're enjoying my content, please give me a thumbs up and also subscribe and share. I enjoy having you here, and I have more tips to offer for you. Tip number 8, keep your tires properly inflated. This is the cheapest way to increase your vehicle's fuel economy and save some money. Underinflated tires increase vehicle's resistance. It makes your engine work harder and also burn more fuel, more gasoline. In fact, 10% of our vehicle's useful energy is wasted trying to overcome rolling resistance. So yes, we need to keep our tires inflated. Tip number 9, check your gas cap seal. Since your gas cap is an essential part of your car's emission system, it can worsen your system's efficiency if the cap is not sealing properly. A gas cap that cannot seal properly can cause an evap system leak, and that would set off the check engine light. So basically what we need to remember here is that if we see that check engine light go off, we're not just gonna check the engine, we're also gonna check the gas cap seal. We wanna save some money here. Tip number 10, avoid using your car that much. Carpooling is still a wonderful idea. We've become a very independent society. Everybody's minding their own business. Everybody is extremely busy, and people don't even say hi anymore. But if we're trying to fight inflation and beat the high prices of gas, it would be wonderful for you to carpool with a few friends or coworkers. Not only you save money on gas, but you save on wear and tear for your vehicle. it saves the environment. You create this bond, stronger bond with your friends or your neighbors. So it's a win-win situation for everyone. Consider using Zoom for your meetings. Some of you are part of a homeowners association or a part of parents association at school. Different organizations, work related, church related, it doesn't matter. But these organizations tend to meet. Well, traffic is crazy. You don't want to spend time in traffic. You don't want to be late out there at night. So consider talking to your peers and enticing them. Let them know about Zoom. Many churches are using Zoom for their meetings. They're different committees. They don't meet that often. They haven't stopped meeting, but they're not doing it that often. And there's so many things that can be avoided, so many meetings that can be avoided through group chat and texting or simply a Zoom meeting. So let your organization know that that is a valid option. A lot of employers are now having their employees stay at home a few days, and then they just meet 3 or 4 times per month at the workplace. And that also saves a lot of money on gas, and it saves the environment, and it's less hectic for everyone. So think of these solutions and see how you can incorporate them in your daily life. Tip number 11, keep your windows up. When you're driving fast, especially if you're on the highway, you want to keep your windows up. That way there's less drag. Your car is much more aerodynamic when the windows are up. If you keep your windows down, there's more drag, there's more resistance, and your car spends more energy, in other words, gas, trying to maintain the speed. So keep your windows up. Tip number 12, use the Gas Buddy app. The Gas Buddy app card is completely free. What you do is you go to their website, fill their application, complete their application process. They're going to want to have your name, your address, your license number. You automatically get approved, and a card is sent to your home address. Once you receive that card, you have to activate it, and at that point, you activate it through their app. And at that point, they're going to ask you for your bank information, because this card actually becomes like a debit card, strictly for gas, and it's strictly in those participating gas stations, which are many in your city. Each time you go to one of these gas stations, and of course the information is on the app, you save automatically whenever you're getting your gas. And you also have access to further savings and deals and discounts because you're a member. So consider these apps. They're very good and save a lot of money. Tip number 13, use the correct fuel grade. Check your car owner manual and find out if premium gas is a requirement or is just a recommendation. If it's a requirement, stick to the premium grade regardless of price, because you do not want to cause your engine any damage. But if it's simply a recommendation, then get a lower grade, because your car will work just as fine and there will be no damage. Tip number 14, take advantage of free online shipping. If you like to shop online, you already know that there are certain months where shipping is free. My kids always know when shipping is free. They get notifications through email. Not only that, they also know what sizes run small and which ones run a little wider. depending on the name brand. This it takes experience, but my kids have been shopping online for a long time. In my case, I like to try on the garments. So if you think about it, they do save a lot of time. My kids don't drive, but if they did, they would be saving a lot of money on gas by shopping online. And the fact that they're savvy and they know when to take advantage of the free shipping, it's a win-win situation. So take advantage of that, and that'll save you a few trips here and there, because we're trying to avoid using our vehicle that much. Tip number 14, plan your trips. If you're gonna go to the dentist, the grocery store, you need to stop at the post office, and you also need to stop at the pharmacy. Plan those trips, okay? Figure it out so that you don't have to be running around in circles. And save money, you save gas, and you save time. Tip number 16, learn to use your cruise control. Most people know how to use it, it's just not part of their habit. And I'm speaking for myself here. I don't use it that much. But if we were to use the cruise control each time we're on the highway, we don't have to accelerate and then brake, accelerate and then brake that much. The lack of the foot on the pedal keeps the car in a steady pace, and that way we save money on gas. I'm giving you a lot of tips here and there, and some may seem kind of silly and others are like, duh, I knew that already. But if you add up all these tips, you combine them all, at the end of the month, you're gonna save a considerable amount of money. And that's the purpose of this video here, okay? A lot of these tricks, you already knew them, but are you using them? Go ahead and combine most of them or your favorite ones, and you will see a difference. I've given you 16 tips to save money on gas. I'm gonna give you a bonus one. Create special areas in your home that you can enjoy. Not only you, your family members and your friends. This could be a little corner in your room where you have your favorite chair. And you sit down and you take your tea, or maybe you take your coffee or your drink, and you watch TV and you read an interesting book. This could be your garden. Okay, you keep it beautiful. You have beautiful flowers. You have some wind chimes. You even have a little statue or a fountain, and you have your special chair. Maybe you have a hammock. Okay, whatever the case is. It could be your porch. My porch is really cute. Okay, my porch is gorgeous, and I love being there. But I live in Florida, so if it's hot, it doesn't work. Like right now in August, it's really hot, unless it's nighttime. But prepare that special area or areas that you can enjoy. Some people like having cocktail drinks with their friends. It's very pricey out there. So not only you spend your money driving to a bar or a restaurant, then you have to spend on these drinks. You can have that at home with your nice music. You avoid the traffic. You invite one or two friends over, and you have a really great time in a safe environment, family friendly, and you have a blast, okay? Of course, this doesn't substitute going out, which you will do every now and then, but we want to be practical. We want to spend less time on the highway or the roads, and that saves environment, it saves wear and tear of our car, and it saves money on gas. Okay, I really hope that the prices change eventually, but this is our reality right now, and we're brainstorming ideas. So create those special areas where your kids will also feel compelled to invite friends every now and then, and your spouse too, okay? So again, combine all these ideas and start seeing the difference, because there's money to be made and there's money to be saved, but we have to do our part. Thank you for watching.